historical fashion friends. It is day 2, and this is dry due to me living in a desert. So we're going to paint it today.
Yay!
I'm super excited. And then I am going to try it on, which is going to be awesome. So I've got my gold paint here. Light gold from Craft Smart. I've got a couple other colors as well. Vintage gold and a gunmetal gray if I want to age some little spots. And I have what seem to be the world's smallest paintbrushes, so maybe I have some bigger ones. I do not. So I will be painting with the world's smallest paintbrushes, and I am wearing my tabard because I don't want to get paint on my green dress. So here we go. I'm hoping that it's dry on the inside as well. Ooh. Does this have black on it? Inside. I don't know. Like, I'm wondering if it's dry enough to be painted, because if the paint makes it kind of wet or something, I feel like that could make it, like, go back to being clay-like. But I guess we'll see. My cat is sitting on the floor and looking at me, and he's rolled over to his tummy. And I think he really wants me to play with him, and he does not know what I am doing right now. I definitely think there's like some old black paint on this paintbrush still, because it is showing up a little bit. This is like very, very lightweight clay, and I know for sure that if I ever drop this, it will be the definitive end of this crown because it is so fragile. It will just go to pieces. So I'm going to have to be very careful with this. I'm just gonna paint the inside first. I don't know, is that wise? Maybe it's not wise to paint the inside first, and I should have painted the outside first, so I won't really be able to pick it up. Hope I have enough paint as well. I feel like I should use one of those little painter palette thingies, but I don't have it in this room, and I don't feel like walking to my storage unit. Although, storage unit part 2 video is nearly ready, and there's been some changes. And the span of the video is basically like 8 months because of when I started it and versus now. So it's very exciting to think of all of the things that have happened during the time that I have been working on getting my storage unit together. I feel like the clay feels like soft as I'm painting it. Yikes. So yeah, I didn't get a ton of questions for the Q&A. I actually thought like I would have to omit questions because I was worried that people would ask me like really inappropriate things. And they didn't, so I didn't have to do that. I think that by the time this video goes up, the charity GoFundMe will have like 27 days? No, maybe only 20 days left. When I was starting to make it, the site basically said like, we have to review your fundraiser. It will take 7 days. So I thought that meant like, it will start 7 days from then. But then like 2 days later, I got a notice that said like, your GoFundMe has been live for 3 days, and then I was surprised because I guess I've never done like a fundraiser on behalf of like another charity before, so I wasn't 100% sure how it worked, and I wanted to like read all about all the different charities and look into the transparency of each one, and choose one that the most amount of money would go towards helping people, and also one that helped out in multiple places, so that, you know, it would go a long way to help people all over the world. I know, like, when there is a lot of conflicts, at least I feel like very helpless sometimes about, like, all of the bad things that are happening everywhere, and not really being able to do anything or feel as though you can change anything. So this, like, is kind of, I hope, helps everyone feel like they're able to contribute and do something, and help some people, especially children, because children, they just really can't do anything to help themselves in, like, any situation, and you know, it's also a lot of pressure on parents when it's already, like, a dire situation, and then, you know, worrying about taking care of their children, and the effect that basically conflict has on children long term. So it seemed to me like this would be a really good charity to be giving money to, and, you know, they will be able to disperse it in a good way, and have basically the resources to, like, apply it. Okay, this is actually going a lot quicker than I thought it would. Definitely thought it would take longer. I'm definitely not painting this in the most, like, organized and gorgeous way possible. So far I haven't gotten it on my outfit. I'm gonna try a little of this other gold color. Let's see it. I guess I'll wipe off this. See. A little bit here. Well, that's nice. That's definitely nice. To kind of mix in. I want to make sure it doesn't look too painted, you know. To blend it well. Definitely at some point in the future I also want to do a fundraiser for, like, a cat charity. One of my, like, long-term, I guess, life goals is to, like, be able to buy a place that I can have kind of like a outdoor catio, and rescue a bunch of the community cats right now that I'm helping to take care of, and also provide more resources for other cats, and maybe even open up a rescue, because there's just so many things and animals and people in the world that, you know, need help, and it can kind of get a little overwhelming, and sometimes it's hard to kind of think to yourself, like, you're only one person and you can only do, like, the best that you can do with, you know, the resources that you have, and it's hard to not want to kind of, like, help every single thing, or you know, everyone all the time. At least I find that, like, for myself, it can be, like, difficult to kind of manage, like, being able to take care of yourself versus like wanting to help everyone with everything all the time. I believe it's called like setting appropriate boundaries, but I severely struggle with that. But yeah, we haven't had any foster kittens for a little while because after the last set, our big cat, he was kind of sick for a while, and he took a really long time to get better, and he still is like sick off and on, and so we decided to hold off for now because it's kind of hard to keep them completely separate because this room is like the only extra space, and it's hard to isolate them in here the way it's set up, because like our bathroom is absolutely tiny. I used to be able to keep cats in the bathroom and it was really easy to separate them out, but the way that our apartment is structured, it's really hard to keep anything isolated because they will just all get out all the time. Even when I had like a kind of, well, you probably all saw the like old little circular zip thingy that I was keeping the kittens in, and they figured out pretty quickly how to escape from that. And when there was 4 of them, it was literally impossible to keep them in this room, because like one would sneak by and then you would try to grab them and then the other one would sneak by, and it was just pretty crazy. And so for now we're holding off because I also work like basically like 60 hours a week, and it's really got hard for me to kind of be able to do things like feed myself and sleep. So for now, until I can basically like eliminate one of those jobs, I am just taking a little break and really investing my time into some long-term goals that will pay off, and trying to remind myself that, you know, succeeding at those long-term goals will actually allow me to help more animals and more people in the future than, you know, investing my time in a very small amount right now. And so I'm trying to like keep my mind towards the bigger picture, basically. How about this red gold? It seems like a little too red. People didn't ask very many questions like about me personally as well, which I kind of thought people might. But they didn't. So I don't even tend to like post very personal things like online anyway. Like my husband and I eloped when we got married, and like people still were being like, wait, you're married? Like literally 3 or 4 years after it happened, because I never posted anything, and because we didn't have like a wedding, there weren't like pictures really to post. We're having what we're calling our like wedding performance this summer, where we like we're having a party, and it's like basically doing a wedding themed party where we like perform people getting married because we're already married. But you know, people were sad that they missed out, especially like our close friends and family, and literally only one person was at our actual real wedding, which like I'm fine with, actually. I find like planning a wedding very stressful. Not super fun. Like I thought it would be when I was like younger and obsessed with planning weddings, and now it's just like I'm really tired. So I'm just like, I don't care. Anything. Just pick something. And also like so many wedding videos are like really extra, which I think is probably like more fun if you're not also like an actor. But I'm just like, I just want like a 90s dad with like the big Panasonic like walking through, and he like cuts off people's heads, and you just see like fun candid moments of people where they like don't really know they're being filmed, but they're being silly or like kind of like mugging the camera. I think that kind of stuff is like really funny. So that's like kind of what I want. Like I remember my dad took a video once when we were in Disney when I was like 6, and he like accidentally videotaped the floor for like 25 minutes. So it's just like a really amusing video of like just the floor. I'm gonna try to, I don't know if it's gonna look dirty or if it's gonna look just like bad. We'll see. I'm gonna try to put some of this gray into the little cracks. Well, I think that this is not pleased about having too much paint in it right now. Because I think it's making it like a little soft. I don't really want to like wreck the details on it. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be like a literal hour, so I hope everyone enjoys that. I mean, I feel like according to my analytics, people are watching like on average 3 minutes. So I feel like I've got to do something like more exciting to get people to want to watch like longer. I don't know. If you usually, I guess if you're watching right now, you probably have never shut off my video. And I appreciate you. But if there's anything that you're like, oh, this would make me like really want to watch longer, let me know. I've been trying to add like more cuts or like little other elements in for visual interest, because I think that helps, especially like if you're like me and you have ADHD, it's hard to like maintain attention, and that kind of thing helps to like keep you wanting to watch, and also trying to add in like, you know, little photos of things that the outfit was inspired by, or just like historical extant examples, stuff like that, and kind of changing the angle a little more. But yeah, I don't know. I always want to make like really cinematic videos, but then I don't have like a super ton of time, so that also impedes my ability to do that, because I do want to like put out a good amount of videos, and sometimes I have to choose between like making it really cinematic or making it like available. Okay. Wow. Because like if your head is touching metal, it gets like, if your hair and your oils, it gets like tarnished. You know how it goes. This is too much. Oh, that kind of looks good when I just like do that, huh? That looks nice. Maybe I should do that more. Using fingers to paint. Like, I guess if you like really were like touching it, that's like where it would go. I guess we're doing it that way, huh? I do feel like it's the clay is kind of melting. And then yeah, after this video comes out, I'm doing like a lot of videos on this set here. This here set. Get ready with me's and stuff like that. People seem to really like the get ready with me type of videos, so I'm gonna do that. And some also like creative kind of stuff too. With like characters. People do watch that Calpurnia one I did. So I guess I will also make more of those because I like those. So yeah, this is messy, but I think it's doing a good job. So with all like the metal colors blended together, it looks very much more like natural. This is my painting technique class. This is like the next step up from Bob Ross. It's just smearing with your fingers, smear style. Yeah. That's. Oh no. Oh, I've ripped the paint off of that spot. That's not good. It got stuck to the paper. We're gonna have to paint the bottom afterwards though. So we'll move it here. Oh god. You gotta watch out when it starts to get sticky, but it's not done yet because the layers just come right off. Right off. Yep. Okay, we're gonna leave that for now. Yikes. Okay. Like King Midas now. No, he didn't turn to gold, he turned everything else to gold. Right. Alright, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna try it on. Hello all, I am now depressed and sitting next to my toilet because I was putting on the crown to show you and do a reveal, and I was super excited and it looked super good on my veil, and then I was adjusting it and unfortunately it fell and it broke into like 6 pieces, and it's basically dead. Yeah. Don't think that glue's gonna cut it. There's just dust and little pieces that are missing. So we've learned that it's not recommended to make a skinny crown out of clay, and if you do, don't wear it because unfortunately, it won't hold up. So I've learned a lesson, and maybe I'll try to get it crown this metal. Happy 250 subscribers. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and if you're able to, donate to the GoFundMe. Alright, see you next time.